Hello, my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. First of all, I apologize for my voice and for the fact that Tom Woods had to sit in for me last night. He's not aware of that, of course. But Tom Woods is one of my favorite libertarian commentators, scholars, and authors. I highly recommend him. You can find him at tomwoods.com. I'm not being paid for this endorsement. But thanks to everyone that came out to our campaign event last night in Waukesha, representing various campaigns. We had a nice turnout, some excellent conversations. Some new people came by to ask us about our positions and what libertarianism is all about. And that was really gratifying and wonderful, very energizing and inspiring, except for the fact that I lost my voice about an hour and a half into it, which may have been a blessing for some people. My question for you today, though, is this. What is the real essential difference between Republicans and Democrats? I would argue that there's none, not in the things that matter. If having a more transparent government is important to you, a less corrupt government, a government that doesn't go to war unconstitutionally, a government that respects the rights of its citizens, a government that's truly representative of you and me and everyone else who casts their votes and contributes their tax money. If those are the things that you think are important, and I agree with you, then really nothing has changed. There's been no difference between Republicans and Democrats for at least the last 28 years, regardless of who's been in the White House and who's been in Congress. It's been the same barrage of increasing taxes, higher deficits, more war, less transparency at the federal level, more consolidation of power at the federal level, less return of authority to the states. No matter which candidate has promised things to you, they have certainly not come true. And I would argue that as well for the current two Senate candidates that are running against me, and that is Ron Johnson and Russ Feingold. While they might seem to be completely different people, Russ Feingold, a career politician, a supposed man of the people, man of peace, etc. Ron Johnson, businessman, looking to get things done, solve real world problems, etc. Both of them have done nothing but been garden variety politicians of their party and stuck up for their party at any cost. Russ Feingold had a great reputation in Wisconsin up till the time he wasn't reelected in 2010. But then he promptly set up a political action committee, a super PAC, which main purpose of which was to support him and his loved ones and his staffers so that he could run again in 6 years. Did very little contributing to other candidates. Basically just supported itself so he could relax comfortably, write a book and be ready to run again. If that isn't establishment politician, I don't know what is. Ron Johnson went to the Senate in 2010 with the support of the Tea Party, was going to change things, and has basically been a bust. As a matter of fact, he's gone so far as to vote for the omnibus bill right before Christmas, which, among other things, will be adding a great amount, $1.5 trillion, to our debt in the next budget cycle, fund Planned Parenthood, and continue NSA spying in a different form. All of things that a real conservative, so-called, shouldn't be in favor of. So what I'm saying to you today is, if you identify as a Republican or a Democrat, look hard at what that means, what you think it means versus what's been done when you elect people of your party to office, in contrast or in lack of contrast to those of the opposite party when they've been held in office, and really look to do something different. As your senator, I am not beholden to a party. I belong to the Libertarian Party, yes, but it's not a party of demands and loyalties and fundraising like Republicans and Democrats are. Quite the opposite. It's the party of principle, of putting people first and individual rights first, of cooperation, of working together to solve problems at the local level and individual level, at the level of the family, at the level where we can meet face-to-face in small communities and solve problems voluntarily and with consent, and not by coercion from the highest levels of government, which is funded by campaign contributors and contractors. So please take a hard look at those libertarians that are running in your district and, of course, in Wisconsin. Please consider supporting me for Senate. It's a completely different thing. It's not Republican, not Democrat, not just a third party. It's a complete political revolution in favor of local control, in favor of people controlling their own lives. Thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.